Hey everybody, this is Timothy Ginobili, and this is my Module 15 reflection over interactive gaming. So what are your thoughts to gamification of education? Do you feel games can be used to teach students content, or are they simply a way to entertain? And what examples can you think of to use games in your future classroom? Um, when it comes to gamification of education, I feel like it is important for teachers to know if they're going to use like game-based learning, gamification in their classroom to know what they're actually having their students do. Because some of the things that are out there as far as applications and online resources don't actually teach a lot of content. It's more gaming. So like kids can benefit more from ones that are actually education based. So using games to meet, learning outcomes, um, it can definitely increase critical thinking, problem solving. Um, we use this a lot in the elementary schools. Even the Lexia, the reading that the kids do is more on the gamification side. It's just added game elements to the course to try and increase that engagement from the kids versus just reading out of a book. Um, but it is important to make sure that the teacher is still teaching content and not strictly just using game-based learning. I feel like too much of the game-based, the kids have a harder time transitioning from task to task. Um, what template did you use, and what kind of internet or interactive game did you develop? Was the template user friendly, and what problems did you experience? The template that I used was a Jeopardy template. Um, I created a Jeopardy game for the levels of government, so the branches all the way down to like the state government, um, just to help the kids review just the balance of powers. So the only problems that I experienced with mine is there was a few issues with some of the links, so I had to go back and relink it. And then it was an older version, so I had to transfer it to a new version, which caused a few issues that I was able to correct easily. And then there was a few like little boxes of pictures that I had to just get rid of that were in the template, just a few of them. But other than that, it was very user friendly, and I didn't have any issues going through that. So what are some examples of ways you could use interactive PowerPoint games in your future classroom? I feel like as far as with Jeopardy and, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or, games like that, I think they're really good for reviewing what the kids have learned. So after a unit, doing something like that with the class really does help them, um, retain that information and also shows the teacher kind of what the students have learned and if they need to go back over some things to better explain it so that the kids understand. So I mean it's beneficial to both because then you kind of know are they learning